Sandy, for the team to be able to trim it from 15 to 4 late in the fourth over like a 2-minute span, just what does that say about this team?
We're always in it. I think we showed that. That was one positive thing about Dallas, wasn't it, in that fourth quarter when we got back in the game, and we never gave up. So look, while we lost, it was a good performance after a terrible game that we had to come out there. And yes, we got down, but we stayed in the game and we started making shots. They were making shots too. Offensive rebounds. We could just offensive rebound. We're right there.
Sabrina, you were, as the clock ran down and it looked like you were clapping kind of towards Natasha Cloud, saying yes or something along those lines. I guess just what was your reaction to the way that you guys had stuck around today?
I mean, if there's ever a good loss, like this was one of those losses that you can live with. Like we came out, we competed for 40 minutes. Everyone played as hard as they could. I'd say, Natasha was sick and played through it. Like, just really proud of the way that we were able to fight back. And, that's the standard. That's the standard we have to come out with every night. But with a million reasons why we could have come in here and gone through the motions and made excuses for ourselves, we didn't. And I'm proud of each and every player that was out there tonight playing as hard as they could, doing whatever they could to get back to playing Liberty basketball, and we did that tonight. We got back to playing Liberty basketball, and now we're going to have to do that every single night.
What does it say, Sabrina, about not only the depth of this team, but the chemistry of everyone together, that you guys could play a game like this without a lot of starters or a lot of regular players?
Yeah, this is the first game I think we've started like this, so it's almost like every night we've been playing with different matchups, different people coming in and out, and to be able to see the chemistry that we continue to build night in and night out with different players stepping up. Tonight it was Izzy, like her ability to come in off the bench and impact the game. Maureen comes in and is super aggressive, and it's like every single night there's a different player that steps up that we believe in and we continue to pour into to do their job and, help us with what our ultimate goal is. And so just proud of the group. Like, we're continuing to build chemistry with a lot of new pieces that are coming in and out, and that's not easy to do in the middle of a season.
Sandy, just a quick follow-up. I know you don't want the adversity of losing all these players continuously to injury, but with the goal of winning another championship, what does it say about this team that you can fight through it like that?
Yeah, every team experiences adversity during a season like this with how compact it is. We've just experienced a lot. Last year we had some injuries, but I suppose none to our big three. And we, other players, like I remember KT stepping up during that time, Leo, and but it just shows to the depth that we have. And, players like Izzy just keeps getting better and better. And when she gets out there, you know what you're going to expect. I think Maureen threw her in the starting lineup today. I thought she was really solid there. And we've had so many different lineups, but we trust everyone and just continue to play, like Sabrina said, just in the Liberty way. And all this adversity we go through now will help us as we move forward. Now it's about just getting healthy. Can we get healthy? And then we have the task of finding the chemistry with the full group. But that's something obviously we all welcome.
Izzy, I have 2 questions for you. But first off, just what was going well for you tonight, and how were you able to kind of battle inside the way that you were?
Yeah, I just think taking a quick look when I did roll, because I was mismatched a lot of the times. And even when I was pulled out, I saw JJ down low. So I think once they had to start guarding that paint, the outside started to open up a lot. Even pushing in transition, doing our drags, was really good for us so we can get downhill. I just think the pace that Sab and Tosh started off with the game just really got us going. It just made us very aggressive. But I always play aggressive, and I know when I get around the rim, just take my time and finish. So that's something I want to do tonight.
And then this was an actually televised game. I don't know if you saw it because I know sometimes you were blind to stuff during the game, but there were a lot of fans that had pay the players signs, and I'm just curious, if you saw that and just reaction for them showing their solidarity.
Yeah, they know what it is. They love these players of the league, and they know how much hard work that we put into our jobs day in, day out. So they want us to be, compensated for it. And us as players, we're going to continue to fight to get, our fair share of the pie. And that's a conversation that lasts even after All-Star. So I'm glad that we're continually having that message for us throughout the whole year. So, the league and front office and just Kathy, they know what they're going to do.
We'll turn it over to Zoom. Miles? Hey, Sabrina. I wanted to ask about Marine's performance tonight because she slots into the starting lineup and has her most points in over a month. As a shot creator for this team, how much pressure does it take off of you to have somebody out there who can generate her own looks, especially late in the shot clock?
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously, to be able to continue to find her in rhythm and just know that she's a threat every time she's out there. Defenses know that. She continues to spread the defense with her shot making ability, but also her ability to get downhill and create, drive and kick, continue to just attack and put pressure on defenses. And was really proud of the way, she was able to play tonight and that confidence she had in herself. Obviously, she hadn't started a game with us five before, and to be able to see just kind of how seamless she was able to come in and just do what Marine does. And that's, what we want her to do every night. And it's going to just continue to build for her.
We'll go to Jackie.
Yes, good evening. Sandy, for you, I'm curious why you thought it was hard for the group to get JJ looks and why you think she maybe struggled a bit in this one.
Yeah, look, obviously they three-quarter front as some of the best, one of the best teams that actually do that. They really bring a strong, baseline rotation there, and it's just getting her touches there. And but yeah, that's not we're going to worry about that. JJ will be fine. She's still a gravitational pull of her being out there creating for everybody else with her screening as well. And but yeah. She'll be fine. She's got, 7. We can get her some more looks. I thought Izzy maybe we could have probably stretched her out, and Izzy did so well playing them together. We haven't had many experiences, both of them playing together. So I think these minutes are really great for us to see what it looks like.
And to follow up for you also, Sandy, as everyone has discussed, it seems like with who you all have out there, you can function offensively. You put up over 90 points. I guess I'm just curious what you think it's going to take for the defense to get better in these next few weeks when you are still without, presumably, Stewie, Niara, and KB.
Yeah, look, we just got to keep working on it. We know the impact that all of those players have on our defense. I think the biggest thing tonight, I think we were better in our pick and rolls, and we weren't getting beat on those short rolls as much in the second half, so we took away some switching. They made some big shots. It was more of the offensive rebounding. It's probably where if we could have just got some offensive rebound, they got going by, they had 15 threes. When you have 20 points off offensive rebounds, it's a long night. So it was really, you missed those for the rebounding. I thought our defense got better, but two elite teams going at each other. It's something, there's some good things we need to work on, other things that, I thought we were happy with, but still 100 points is a lot. And we just got to keep staying connected.
Thank you.
Fifi?
Hey, I just have 2 quick ones. Sandy, first for you. I guess from all the talk we've had a few days ago about slow starts in first quarter, sluggish starts, it was a bit tighter today. I guess, did you kind of expect that based on the things you guys have addressed the past few days?
Sorry, us having a better start this game?
Yeah, did you expect you having a better start?
Yeah, 100%. Look, obviously when you face adversity, there's either what are we going to do? We're going to stay in that, or we're going to find a way to get out of it. And these players, they enjoy being around each other. I think they can hold themselves accountable knowing that we didn't have the effort. So without effort in this game, this league is too good. This is the best players in the world. Staying connected, whereas, communication, holding each other to high standards. Once we got back to that, it's just got to dig a little bit deeper. Everyone is tired. Everyone is fatigued, but that's no excuse. You got to keep fighting. We focused on make them take the first time out. Obviously, they had to because they couldn't inbound it, but that was we got that goal done.
Thank you. And then for the players, Stephanie Tolbert has been claimed off waivers of Liberties. Pretty much been thrown into the fire with little practice time. Just what have you seen from her in a short amount of time here with you all?
She's been amazing, an amazing teammate, and an amazing addition to just our team. Like her willingness to come in, learn, do her job, play as hard as she can. Obviously, she knows the system, but it's still different. Like there's different players, and I'd say her ability to come in and do what she's done with, I don't even think a practice, like maybe one. Yeah. Is really impressive. I think it speaks a lot about her versatility and obviously why she's been in this league for a long time, and we're just lucky to be able to have her.
Thank you.
We'll take one more from Jeff. Thank you. Hello, all. Good evening. Sorry it didn't go your way tonight. My question will be for Sabrina. You mentioned, you got to play quote Liberty basketball again. So I'd like to know how you got back to playing Liberty basketball again. And I understand it's a small sample size, but how did the goals and aims of Monday's post game meeting manifest on the floor tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we probably accomplished most of what our goals were because a lot of them were controllables. It's the understanding we have to come out with urgency. The season just kind of flies by, and you can't continue to wait for the next game and the next game to figure it out. And so I'd say the way we came in, we were locked in, and obviously it didn't go our way, but the things that we wanted to control, which is just like our ball pressure, continuing to focus on the defensive end, things that we know we're capable of doing, and those things can't waver game to game. And so I'd say obviously tonight was a night we got back to playing the way we wanted to play, but that's going to have to be from here on out. That's not a negotiable thing anymore for our group, especially with where we're at in the season right now. That's just the bare minimum that we need to continue to hold ourselves to that standard, and we will.